They kind of let you know immediately. They set everything up pretty quickly.
Hello everybody, welcome to Blaze Reviews. We're bringing you all the latest movie reviews from a higher perspective. I'm Kay.
And I'm Rick.
And today we're bringing you the review of the latest YA book to get a movie adaptation, unfortunately. And that movie being The Darkest Minds. It's directed by...
I got this. So I only saw this one.
I didn't want to go see this crap.
So it's directed by Jennifer Yu, maybe known as Jennifer Yu Nelson now. She's known for the Kung Fu Panda series, and she did a great job with that. Kung Fu Panda series, so it stars Amandla Stenberg. She's becoming a good commodity. YA good commodity for these kind of films these days. And
she was in like what, the Hunger Games, I believe?
She was one of the. She kind of came up in the Hunger Games series, and she was in everything, like little teen romance, and now this one. A YA, sci-fi, dystopian, the whole thing, right? The premise of this is there's a disease called IAAN, kills off 98% of children under 20. The other 2% gain psionic abilities. I didn't read the book.
I didn't get that at all, though.
Yeah.
The trailers?
I did, yeah. And that's why I was...
I just thought, like, all kids got superpowers.
No, I was mildly excited for this film because the trailer, I was like, oh, wow, like, that actually looks pretty good, but it looks like a YA movie, so, I don't know. In the premise, they kind of let you know immediately. They set everything up pretty quickly, which I appreciated. You have Greens who have heightened intellectual capabilities. They're just really intelligent. Blues who are telekinetic. They can move stuff. You have Golds who are electricity. They have electricity powers. And then you have Reds who have fire powers, and Oranges who are they're just considered the most deadly. And they're also the most rare. Yeah, there's only like a couple of orange in the whole story. But the main character, Amandla Stenberg, she plays Ruby Daly. She's an orange, okay, but her power, she's able to she's like Silver Fox from X-Men, and we're gonna be bringing up X-Men a lot during this. She's like Silver Fox from X-Men, where she can suggest to people. So she just tells them, I'm not an orange. Yeah, just by touching them. I'm not an orange, I'm a green. So don't kill me right now. And so then she's just going through this dystopian world, and
wait, that's her power?
Yeah.
It's not like fire stuff or something?
No. She has a lot of mental manipulation powers. Yeah.
So she got like fire powers?
No. No, that's the Reds. She didn't have any fire. She didn't have any energy powers at all. But for the highs, I want to get right to the highs. I thought they built the dystopian world pretty well. I was like, oh wow, this feels. They didn't do too much. They didn't do so much that they needed green screen after green screen and a backlot after backlot to film this. Yeah. They stuck to actual sets, actual scenes. For anyone who likes the Walking Dead sets, I got that vibe. I got that vibe in terms of just the post-apocalypse factor.
I could kind of see some of that from the trailer part, though.
Yeah, some stuff was run down, and it looked really convincing. Yeah. You had little pockets of kids. They were going kind of instead of in Walking Dead, it's like these societies. Well, it's like kids banded together, and they're escaping. They're escaping the government's camps, and then they're escaping this other resistance. They also have camps. Yeah. And they're escaping both of them, and they're kind of trying to find their own way. But Ruby Daly, the main character, she was pretty good in terms of the writing with the story. The story was decent. I was shocked. I was kind of surprised. I was like, okay, well, the story's decent. The cinematography was, I gotta give them props. To go with the sets, the way that they colored everything. The way they balanced everything with the contrast and just the camera styles, I was like, wow, this is.
So the look of the movie.
Yeah, the movie looked great. Actually, if I'm gonna give what's the best quality of this, I think it looked great. Like I said, even though they had superpowers, they kept it to like a minimized kind of effects thing.
They want to spend a lot of money on the budget.
Yeah, it was only a $34 million budget. It doesn't seem cheap though.
Yeah.
They with the electric bass powers, that stuff looked really good. That was the only real kind of CGI heavy, and then the fire. But fire looks, you can do great fire these days.
Easy.
Yeah, fire is easy these days. So that all that stuff looked great.
How was the actual movie though? I mean, it looks good.
So we're still in the highs. Okay. There's a couple highs.
That's kind of the
also the villain played by Patrick Gibson. So he played a character called Clancy Gray, who's the president's son.
Mm.
And on here they have the president's handsome son. So that's how you know it's a white movie. But the president's son, he's also one of these mutant children. Yeah, he's like gifted children or whatever, and. Like he's the Patrick Gibson. He plays a character in the OA, and he's really good in that show. And he was also really good in this movie. As you know, he plays. He's just acting circles around the main character. And we're gonna get into the downers now.
Well, he seemed like the only person who's like legit an actor or whatever.
Right, like
everybody else is like YA people.
Yeah.
Those are kind of different levels of acting.
You're correct. You are correct, sir. So the downers, I have to say, like the second act, man. I mean, this happens so many times in movies. The second act just sagged. Mostly kind of that Act 2A, they call it.
Yeah.
Act 2A. I mean, the movie just slammed on the brakes. You went through the windshield, you're bleeding, yeah, it hurts, and you're just annoyed that it happened. Yeah, and
so the beginning started off strong.
The beginning, like I said, they really let you know, okay, here's what's happening. They do narration, but they're going quickly, and they show you who the character is. And I thought they did some clever things with that character, with the main character, in the beginning, but then it screeches to a halt for just that the Act 2A. Then it starts to pick back up a little bit. Mm-hmm. Act 3 was decent, but another downer, there was no ending. They didn't end the movie. They did the Independence Resurgence thing where
trying to set up a sequel kind of stuff.
They have a showdown, doesn't really wrap up any character arcs. Mm-hmm. Boom, like, we're prepared for a revolution. It's like, but you didn't end any story arcs. Like, you didn't end any character arcs.
They think they're going to get a sequel.
Right. And
then, the movie performs, but
right, yeah. I mean, they kept the budget low. A lot of these YA first entries, they try to do a $90 and $100 million budget, and it's like, guys, you're not gonna make that back. But with another downer, unfortunately, and I saw 20th Century Fox produce this film, The Darkest Minds, also responsible for the X-Men films. Yeah. Well, it looks like they had a lot of people who worked on X-Men work on this because. Writing-wise, I think the studio was like, hey, X-Men work, let's make this look like X-Men. There's two things I want to point out where this just ripped off X-Men. I mean, ripped it off. Like
shot for shot.
Shot for shot ripped it off. There's one shot where Ruby Daly, the main character, her powers are suggestion, right? Yeah. So she touches one of the little tracers, the bounty hunters who hunt the special kids. She touches her and says, I want you to keep walking forever and don't stop. That is like shot for shot, almost word for word, ripped from the first Wolverine standalone film, where Silver Fox touches William Shatner and says, just keep walking. Like, I got upset. I was boiling at that point. I was like, oh my goodness, are you serious? Like, that's directly ripped. And then there was a second shot number 2, that was ripped straight from the X-Men franchise. They ripped one of the more iconic shots that has been in, I believe, 3 of the X-Men films across the whole franchise, is when Magneto tears the gates on the concentration camp. Yeah. He uses magnetic powers. He like rips the gates up and everything and twists them. They do a flashback and they rip the gates almost exactly the way the gates ripped in the X-Men film.
It was a concentration camp too?
Yeah. It was another camp. They were getting away from a camp and they ripped the gates. It's a metal gate. I mean, the gates it's almost like they just took the CGI file maybe and just like copied and pasted it into this film. And it wasn't with magnetic powers, it was with telekinetics. But I was just like, dude, you're kidding me, right? You're kidding me.
So it's not original, this movie.
I mean, it lacks originality in as far as ripping off X-Men. I think the direction Jennifer Yu was doing the best she could. I'm sure the studio was breathing down her neck about certain parts.
You gotta include this. You gotta go a certain way.
Right.
For a franchise from this stuff.
Right, because I really respect what she did with the Kung Fu Panda series, and this is really a kind of a step down from those efforts. All in all, I have to give this I blew my high. I mean, like I would have given it not blew my high. I passed that shit. Yeah, no. I didn't give this a pass that shit because I would have given it a Reggie, except it didn't end. Mm-hmm. And you gotta end the film. Like you gotta end it.
It was too confident as something to see.
Like this is not television. Mm-hmm. Okay, this is film, and you gotta end it.
Yeah, it's one movie. You don't get the second one's not guaranteed.
Yeah,
so
you gotta end it. You gotta end this thing, man. So that's why I give it past that shit. Yeah, it just failed to qualify for Reggie by not ending. Yeah.
I mean, hey, that's just his opinion. Like, maybe you're a fan of the YA novel kind of thing. Like, maybe you like Twilight and stuff, so this might be a movie for you. We don't know, but hey, let us know in the comment section below whether you're excited to see Darkest Minds, or have you seen Darkest Minds? Did you like it?
Did you read the books?
Yeah, are you a fan of the franchise?
Yeah.
Let us know in the comment section. Hey, you like what we're doing here? Be sure to subscribe. Hit that subscribe button below. And hit that like button as well, as it helps us out. I'm Kay.
And I'm A. Rick.
And always remember, Blaze.